Hi, we are going to do a short interview of about photography. As you can see, I have my interview protocol with me, and this is my guest, Bimal Raj. Alright, we will begin. Hi, my name is Sajid Rao, and I am here today to understand better how people use photopay and particularly for editing photos and animation. This interview will take about less than 10 minutes, during which time I will ask you some questions throughout. I would like you to treat me as I'm somebody who doesn't normally use Photopad. Just pretend I don't know anything about the subject. And also, all of this interview, it will going to be entirely voluntary on your part. I don't expect that there will be any uncomfortable question, but if there's any, you can let me know and we'll either exclude them. Do you have any question for me?
No, that sounds good.
Alright, then we will proceed. So first off, just a few background questions. How often do you use Photopay for editing?
Uh, Once in a while.
So once in a while. So so by using this once a while, okay, so do you have any function that really help like you?
Three tools that I use in this application is brush tool, which can choose the blend mode and opacity of your strokes. Dodge Dodge tools can choose the range by your own to which the effect should be applied. For example, shadows, midtones, and highlights. The last one is smooth tool can spreads colors to other areas, make longer and shorter, or move the borders between two objects.
From the understanding, I know that the tools that in Photoshop is like the brush tool, dodge tool, and smudge tool that are saying that I'm very comfortable with it. So right. So the next thing is like, is this photo fair web is user friendly to use, or did you find any difficulties when using it for the first time?
Yes, this application is user friendly. It is also easy to learn and use it, and no problems. It works with anyone with any internet connection and a browser, and it supports PSD and sketch files. Sorry.
Okay, that sounds quite great. So do you have any challenge when saving the work of Photoshop once you've done?
No challenge when saving the works on Photopia, and many formats for saving and uh, distributing various type of graphics.
So like users can save as this much and that. So that sounds great. I think that's already provided in Photoshop. So do you feel complicated when doing animation in Photoshop for the first time?
No complaint when doing animated animation in this app, and it makes animation from layer of the documents by showing a different layer in each frame.
So when you're talking about this animation layer, so what are the new adjustment layer that we provided in the Photoshop?
Adjustment works only with the colors, and true for changing the brightness, saturation, and inter inverting colors and etc.
So these are the things that function that we found Photoshop. So what about the interface and design of this app? Like did the interface of Photoshop bring you confusion, something like that?
No confusion, and the interface is very simple and consistent. Location, action, changes in state or errors.
So when you're talking about location, is it easy to navigate using the photo pair?
Yes, it is. It uses clear and easy to understand language and links to the important functions, suitable with white space, color changes, or other design techniques to separate itself from the main content clearly.
So when you're talking about this, main content theory about. So I just have a question: that what is a smart object in photo pair? I did some research. Can you give me some example of it?
A smart object in this app is linked to the same source. The smart objects in this app have different positions and transformations like rotation, scale, and etc. And it has different opacity and the layer style.
Right. So so can you give me like how do I change the action in photo pair when I suddenly did wrong?
There is a action panel, and you can see the structure of current actions in the middle and manipulate the action using the buttons that at the bottom of the panel.
Please, do you find this photo pair to be useful compared to other apps?
Yes, it is useful. It can work with radar and vector graphics, and has video editing and making making web design or in converting between different image formats.
So these are the short interview that done by me, I guess, which is Vimal, right? So thank you for watching this.